Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL, part number 3 for opening day action. We're going to kick it off with St. Louis and Nashville, two NL Central opponents, rivals, if you will. We do have a live stream coming up tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Richmond taking on Colorado in hitters-friendly Colorado at Coyotes Park, so it should be a good one. Set your calendar reminders for 9 p.m. Standard Time. So let's get out here to St. Louis. We got a good pitching matchup here between Robbie Herzog and Cody Finney, the left-hander. Should be a good little matchup here between these guys. Herzog a little bit more on the strikeout side. Cody Finney, crafty little lefty, kind of reminds me of throwback name here like Mike Maroth. Not going to strike out a bunch of people. And, of course, Jamie Moyer, not going to K a lot of guys. So nice little crafty lefty. But right now, Ronald Villalobos in the top of the second with a leadoff double. It's like the deepest part of the ballpark here at Gateway Park in that left center field wall area. Very, very deep out there. But we do have Raul Feliz going deep over the wall. That's a big wall right there. I don't know who would end up robbing a home run right there. You got to scale that thing. But Feliz hit that thing 400 feet, and it gives Nashville a 2-0 lead. 1-2 pitch here to Sebastian Cruz. And in foul territory, the left fielder William Murphy with an incredible play. Look at that. He just picked that right off the ground. It was so close to falling in for a base hit. 99.9 route efficiency. So hats off there to William Murphy for tracking that thing down with near perfection. All right, 2-0 game here, top of the third. William Murphy. Wow, this guy's having one heck of a game. So not only does it with his glove, but does it with his bat. 367 the other way. And it's now 4-0 here, Nashville on top of the Maroons, 4-0. Not for long, though. Gus DeBro, formerly a Oklahoma City Cyclone, elected free agency, and he signs over here to St. Louis in the last offseason, hitting a solo shot, making it 4-1. And then a strikeout here, Herzog on Cruz, getting the job done, shutting down the Maroons offense here. Let's go bottom 5. He gets another strikeout. That's Tyson Cobb. Can't check his swing. And then Gus DeBro goes down yet again. So Herzog fires 5 clean innings with only 1 run given up against him. We'll see if he can get to the bottom of the 6th, get a quality start here. He looks like he's going to get a win. Buck Pearson, the catcher, over the wall. 2-run shot. Man, these home runs are coming in bunches. Look at the distance on that homer. That might have been the longest home run that we've seen so far on opening day. 445. I mean, he absolutely smoked that ball. That's going to put the nail in the coffin. 7-1. Nashville end up getting another run here towards the latter half of the game. St. Louis just couldn't muster up enough offense, man. They just could not get anything rolling for him. Only 5 hits today. Finney was not that special, not that good. Nashville just really took it to him. Now, remember, Nashville made the postseason last year. They were in the, I believe, the divisional, maybe the wild card round against Richmond, which Richmond ended up beating them. But they're a good team. I didn't show any highlights of Demetrius Edwards-George. He's a speedster. I didn't show any highlights of Walker Litzier, their third baseman. He's a great hitter. So the fact that they did all of this, they scored 7 runs on St. Louis's ace, right, and their bullpen. Let's not leave them out of the equation here for the loss. So not showing any of those guys' highlights, and they still won the game 7-1. So that just kind of shows you how tough that they might be moving forward in a lot of the simulation games. All right, let's go out here to Kansas City. Didn't see a whole lot of them last season. They did not have a good year, but Devin McDreamy went 9-10 last year. He's a losing pitcher, taking on Boyd Rush, a winning pitcher, but he's got over a 4 ERA. So pretty interesting matchup here that we have for opening day action here in Kansas City. We'll see how McDreamy's going to do. He was about $500, okay, on the fantasy challenge that you guys are playing in. About 24, 28 people are playing in that. I didn't see a lot of people that had Devin McDreamy, but he might be a good little value add by the looks of it here. He's going toe-to-toe with Boyd Rush. They're through 2. McDreamy might be a guy that's a little sneaky this season. Just saying, just saying. 3-2 pitch, Denzel, good base hit. And that's going to extend his hitting streak to 16 games. We got to figure out, we got to create some lore about, what the record is for the GGBL. How many hits in a row, how many games did you have a hit registered? It can't be 56. Okay, that's Joe DiMaggio's record. We don't acknowledge the MLB records around here. We got to get some lore happening across the GGBL. Now, base hit here down the line. Actually, Mikey Porter, the third baseman, pushed that foul, making the throw a lot harder for him. Hit Jay Kinney with a base hit. Look at the speed. Look at the wheels. Now, you're going to see a graphic pop up here, and I actually did the math here. So, 90 feet he had to run from home to first, right? That's 30 yards. So, Jay Kinney ran a 4.4 30-yard dash. So, he's a little slower when it comes to NFL speed, right? But for baseball, he's pretty quick down the line. Unfortunately for Houston, they had a chance here, had a shot, but Doby's going to ground out into double play. Next inning here in the fourth, we do get a strikeout. So McDreamy yet again just shutting these guys down. Lamont St. Aud, former Michigan Mallard, getting traded at the deadline here to Kansas City. He's going to strike out for number 8 for Boyd Rush. Make it 9. 9 strikeouts for Rush. And we remain tied at 0. McDreamy giving up 4 hits. Boyd Rush giving up 1 hit. But really all that matters is the scoreboard. Still tied 0-0. Hot shot ground ball here to Porter. Stays with it. Makes a strong throw to get Kinney. That one was not as close as the first one in foul territory. So Porter kind of redeems himself just a little bit. 3-1 pitch here in the top of the 6th to Doby. And that's a base hit. So the big, slender first baseman, power hitting first baseman, by the way, gets a single. And that's going to do it for McDreamy. Great day. Great day. He didn't get through 6, but you know what? He does not qualify for the win anymore. Jackson DeVarco would if Kansas City takes the lead here. But all in all, like going toe-to-toe with a pitcher like Boyd Rush, a winning pitcher, that's a pretty good performance, especially from where he's coming from last season. DeVarco able to get a strikeout here. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Daniel Lederman going to the right field side. Going opposite field. Base knock. So Kansas City got a little something going here on the base paths. Could this be the moment that they finally break through? 1-2 pitch upcoming to Benji Martinez. 103 pitches for Boyd Rush. He needs the double play ball. But, you know, that one I'm going to blame on Kinney right there. He threw the ball low. Denzel Good had to try to make a awkward transition to get that throw off. I blame it on Jay Kinney there. They need to get that double play, and that's going to come back to haunt them as the number 3 hitter, Wallace Hayes, comes up, and that should get the run home. It's an RBI double for Wallace Hayes, and the Monarchs will take the lead here in the 6th inning. Good performance by Boyd Rush, but I think they just left him in there just a little bit too long. I think they're going to leave him in here. Yeah, they do. 112th pitch upcoming. Go to the bullpen, man. Another run's going to score. Mikey Porter comes through with an RBI single. It's now 2-0. And the big 3-4 hitters for the Monarchs, they come through. So now they're finally going to make the call, and Boyd Rush's day is done. I probably would have parted ways with Rush a little bit sooner. Probably gone to the bullpen at this point. A lot earlier, actually. Like at the beginning of this inning, I would have gone this way. But Ian Ingebretson, going to be the guy that they call on. Not the greatest numbers last year. 401 with a 1.7 whip. Not numbers that I trust, but he does get the foul out. Little pop up there, little fly out in the foul ground. Great play, by the way, in left field. Great play. Let's go to the top of the 7th. Cosmo Mitre hitting 9 today. Actually, one of their better rated hitters. It's like a second leadoff guy, but he's going to find some power here. Play is not made in left field. They just let it drop. Must have caught too much of the sun or something. Oh, that's a terrible break for KC. But Mitre comes through with an RBI double. We're going to jump all the way here to the top of the 9th as Billy Suarez, the 42 save getter last season. He went 2-9, by the way, so he has shown some blow-up potential. That's what I like to call it. He's got blow-up potential. Whenever he gets out there, it's not an automatic save. As we see here, Bobby Gardner comes through with a 2-out double. Number 9 hitter, Cosmo Mitre, takes a strike. Kind of a borderline call, but could have drawn the walk there, but the umpire said it did nick the strike zone. So it is a 3-2 pitch upcoming. Is Suarez going to lock it down, or is Mitre going to come through for his club? 3-2 pitch, and it's outside. Went with the slider, had a base to give up, so it's not the worst pitch in the world. But now you got to face off against the leadoff hitter, Denzel Good, in a 2-2 pitch. Changeup, high and away. Very tough pitch to take. And Suarez can't believe that he did. It's a full count. Runners will be on the move at this stage. Ball in play will score. Both runners potentially. Oh! Denzel Good takes the pitch right down the middle. That's a Kansas City win. That one stings. That one stings. You got the top of the order coming up. You had 9 hits on the game. And you take the final pitch right down the middle that you could have done some damage with. Ouch. Boyd Rush. What left to say about that guy, right? 4 hits given up to Kansas City. 9 strikeouts. The guy gave it everything, and your offense just laid an egg. Most of the time that means 0. Big fat goose egg. They got 1 run, but 9 hits, and you can only muster up 1 run. Again, I stress the importance of runners in scoring position, but they just didn't do it. You had 9 hits. Like, you got to come through in those spots. But hats off to Devin McDreamy and the Monarchs for getting that opening day victory. Now we're going to turn our attention over here to the Burnside Dome with Phoenix and Minnesota. And the Firebirds mean business. I mean, look at their manager here. I mean, he doesn't want to miss the postseason this year. He's got playoffs on the mind, and so does Rico Ramos Jr., the big, tall, lanky lefty. Big strikeout pitcher, too. 209 strikeouts in 191 innings. That ERA is a little high. The whip is a little high as well. The win-loss record not too great, 11-11. So he is looking for a better season. And defensively, he's just one of those guys you got to help him out, too. Like, he's going to strike a lot of people out, but towards the latter half of the game, with as many pitches that it does take to get strikeouts, he's going to need his defense to step up. Hannibal Lobo with some really nice plays here, back-to-back for 2 outs. And that's it for the first inning. So Rico Ramos Jr. getting out in the first. Pretty clean. Dustin McClendon. So on the flip side, McClendon has a very good win-loss record, ERA and whip. The strikeout totals, 158. That's a lot less than Rico Ramos Jr. So who's the better pitcher? We'll have to find out here tonight in this matchup. Clint Hinkle, leadoff hitter for the Firebirds, getting started with a leadoff double. They do get 2 more outs, 2 quick outs for McClendon. That's going to lead up Kevin Stoitz, a 43 home run hitting first baseman. Got to get him, and they do. Good strikeout there by McClendon. Able to shut down that little mini threat. Let's jump to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We've got rookie catcher Chuck Storm. His first GGBL at-bat. He's got a double. And you want to know what I love about that at-bat for Chuck Storm, the rookie? It says something about the rookie. Down 0-1. He just didn't let the moment get too big for him. He didn't go into a shell. He stayed aggressive. He knew what his plan was. He found a good pitch to hit, and he drilled it. Love that from the rookie. Ortega can't come through here. 3-2 pitch, and umpire did him no favors. It's going to say he went around. It's the 4th strikeout here for McClendon. Owen McCallum, the first baseman, the youngster, was acquired in a trade for Adam Perez to Iowa. If you guys remember that trade, right? Perez gave Iowa some veteran leadership there at catcher. Good hitting catcher. Prospect Owen McCallum's got some playing time here and out in Phoenix, but doesn't come through there. So it's still tied 0-0. 2 straight strikeouts here for Rico Ramos Jr. James Levitt. You guys were seeing in the bottom ticker, Levitt's one of those veterans that needs a couple more home runs, a couple more hits to get into some big milestone clubs. So just interesting to watch out for some storylines here with James Levitt, but not able to come through here. David Gonzalez, though, he does come through. The number 4 hitter, able to get a double to the opposite field. Ramos got to shut this thing down. He does strike out Grandstaff. And that's it for the inning. 3 strikeouts in that inning. And he's just dicing them up, man. So bottom 4, Michael Ruth. Finally, the tie is broken. Ruth comes through with a solo home run, and let's see how far that one went. 413 with a 105 exit velo. He smashed it. Minnesota just wondering, hanging back, wondering if they're going to figure out Rico Ramos or not. We'll see if they do. It's going to jump all the way here to the top of the 7th inning, and Mason Maxwell, the catcher, finally. We got some extra base hits going on here for Minnesota. Are they going to be able to come through? That's the next question, right? Gonzalez had that double. Now Maxwell's got a double here with 2 outs. Haven't been able to figure him out. Haven't been able to score the runs. But this one looks like it will drop in and score Maxwell. Gaylord Milton. Where are we? In the 1860s? What's going on here? Gaylord Milton with the RBI single, and he's going to take off, and Chuck Storm testing the rookie's arm. He's going to nab the runner down. That'll do it for the inning. Let's jump here to the bottom of the 7th. Dustin McClendon is still out there, guys, so we do draw a walk here for Stoitz. Michael Ruth comes up with nobody down. He draws a walk as well. McClendon's still out there. 88th pitch upcoming, and Hannibal Lobo comes through with his bat. That is an RBI double, at least going to get 1. Looks like they're going to try for 2. Michael Ruth headed around 3rd, headed for home. He is gunned out. Kind of a poor decision, man. You still got 1 out. You got nobody out, actually. You got nobody out in that situation. Just stay at 3rd. You got some more guys up next that can do some damage. Ruth is not the fleetest of foot player, okay? That's why he's out in right field. Not the fastest guy. More of a hitter. Kind of should be a DH, if anything. But he's out there in right field today. But McClendon pitched pretty well. He actually averaged more strikeouts today in this game than he did last season as a K per 9. So really good production here today. Chuck Storm comes up big time. He's going to lift a fly ball out there to right field, and that's going to score the runner. That's Hannibal Lobo. So they do get the run that Ruth should have had. It's now 3-1. So we're going to jump all the way to the top of the 9th as Ijaz Piasfiu going to come on with 2 down. 0-2 pitch. Maxwell up, and that's the final out of the game. The Firebirds will get a victory. Good insurance knock there, by the way, from Chuck Storm. I didn't really talk too much about that, but let's give the rookie some love, guys. Let's give the rookie some love. Chuck Storm comes through with 2 knocks in his GGBL first ever appearance, his debut. Look at the player of the game here, Rico Ramos. I'd probably give that to him for sure. 2 walks today, 1 earned. Got a couple strikeouts. 7 Ks all told for the Minnesota Jacks. Just really could not get anything going offensively, right? 8 Ks for McClendon. Again, that's well above his K per 9 from last season. And, you know, considering what Ramos did last year, 200-plus Ks, the roles were like reversed today. Ramos with 4 strikeouts, McClendon with 8. Just kind of weird how that all played out. But good win for Phoenix. Way to get off on the right foot here for season number 2. All right, let's head out here to Laughing Mountain Park. I have not created a stadium for Vancouver. I feel like the Pacific Northwest feel of this stadium is perfect. I think they're going to stay here. They got San Fran headed out here to Vancouver. So kind of a drive, right? Kind of a drive from San Francisco all the way out here to Vancouver. Stephen Goldie and Joey Warren. 2 good pitchers. It's going to be a tight pitching matchup. I can feel it. Stephen Goldie striking out a couple people. We're going to head here to the top of the 2nd as Joey Warren has not given up a hit yet. But we do have 2 runners on. And now Vincent Bonds, the rookie, comes up in a tough spot. Got to come through, but he does not. That's a 2-seam fastball. That got him to get out in front just a little bit. He might have been late, too. Either way, it's a strikeout. I thought he might have gotten a little too early, but looks like he was a little late on that 2-seam movement. And Vincent Bonds doesn't come through, and neither does San Fran in that inning. Let's go bottom 2. That's a base knock here. A hard hit baseball by Rob Cortez. Remember, this guy came over in free agency. He did not want to re-sign with LA. And he comes out here to another NL West opponent as the Vancouver Mighty Beavers. 3rd strikeout here for Stephen Goldie. 3-2 pitch upcoming here to Cedric Rich. He's going to give him a walk. Going to give him a free pass. 2 outs now. Shackelford comes up, and that's a ground ball here to Sixto. They'll make the easy-looking toss over there to first, and the inning is over. 9-1-2 upcoming here for San Fran. We've got the 2nd hitter, Julio Novoa, up after 2 quick outs. Looking for a solo shot, but that is just a little under 6 feet outside the pole. And then Joey Warren challenges him yet again, and he gets the strikeout. So remember what I said? We got a little pitching duel happening here. We got a lot of strikeouts, and we got a lot of good defense. Look at this incredible play out there in right field. Whew, we'll get a replay on that. Take one more look. It's almost looking like William Murphy's catch that we saw with Nashville. Picking it right off the ground. Ryan Berger going to strike out looking, and that's the end of the 3rd inning. Again, Stephen Goldie just slicing him up. Top 4th, Talbot. Swung on through that one. Joey Warren, number 4. 3-2 pitch here to Robert Hayes. Striking him out. Another 2-seamer. Joey Warren's got that 2-seam fastball working like a charm. 73rd pitch upcoming. 2-1 pitch. That should be a base hit. Nope. Line drive right over there to Buddy Kidd. And the inning is over. Let's go bottom 4. 1-2 pitch here to Cullen Ward. That is right past the first baseman Robert Hayes. And that is good for Cullen Ward's first GGBL hit. He was a rookie. He's actually played in our prospect showcase last season. And pretty good player, pretty good hitter. Can run a little bit too. But the guy can't field, which is exactly why he's DHing here today. Now, we do have a deep drive by Rob Cortez. Could this one be gone? Nope. So now he knows how Novoa feels on the other side. Unfortunate. 2-2 pitch upcoming, and Cortez is going to fly out. So you go from almost hitting a home run to flying out. Just kind of unfortunate there. But it's not as bad as Novoa. He almost had a home run, and then he struck out. 2-1 pitch upcoming, and Cullen Ward is going to steal a bag. Okay. So, what does Statcast have to say about it? Not a very big lead and not a very good jump. Like, I get it. You got to see the pitcher go forward and go home. But where else is he going to go? I mean, he's a right-hander. He's not going to just turn around and pick you off. Buddy Kidd will strike out. That's number 5 for Goldie. Rich is going to pop this thing up shallow left field. What a play. Very athletic play. Good speed by Sixto just to get there. Let's jump here to top 5. No-hitter still intact until Will Till delivers the knock. That's the first hit for the Grizzlies, and it could be a triple. He's that fast. He's that quick. He's got wheels. But they will settle for the double. So Will Till gets his guys back in business here. Vincent Bonds comes up. That's his first GGBL knock. Not going to be enough to get the RBI, but you know, beggars can't be choosers here, right? You take your single. You take your first hit at the pro level. Gotta love that. So now runners on the corners. Joey Warren has now given up his no-hit bid. 2 hits in the inning, Bonds and Will Till. Next batter up is Villafuerte. He draws a walk. There's still nobody down. So pretty crazy. You go from throwing a no-hitter, go into the 5th inning, you're cruising. You look like you're going to get to at least 7. And now you got bases loaded with nobody out, and you get pulled from the game. So now that's up to Daryl Slater, a 25-year-old who didn't pitch in the GGBL last season. Gets hit hard, but what a play by Ryan Berger. Headsy first base play right there. Good baseball IQ. Take the hard hit ground ball, go home for the force, and it's going to come right back to you at first for the double play. Now with a base open, get a walk here. Sixto draws the walk. It's now bases loaded yet again. Novoa comes up. Little looping fly ball. Cortez able to track it down. Great job defensively by Vancouver to limit the damage to nothing. Crazy. Bases loaded with nobody out. And they sneak away with nothing hurt. Amazing. Stephen Goldie going to strike out Peanuts McLovin. Let's go top 6 so Vancouver can't get anything going offensively. Will Till on deck. So you got to get on. That's exactly what Leon Lederman does. So it's now runners on first and second with a 2-2 pitch upcoming, and Will Till strikes out. It's a big moment for him. Slater's still out there just dealing. 3-2 pitch to Vincent Bonds. A big moment here for the rookie. Let's see if he can come through, and he does. Base hit for Vincent Bonds. Here comes Cortez's throw into home, and not in time. Run will score. San Francisco takes the lead on the second hit for the rookie. Vincent Bonds comes through with an RBI knock. Oof, he likes going the opposite way, it looks like, man. That's a great hit. What a moment. What a game for the rookie. Peter Kimball going to come on now. Only blew 3 saves. One of the most consistent closers across the GGBL, and he does it yet again. Vancouver will fall in this one 1-0. San Francisco gets the win on the backs of a great pitching performance by Stephen Goldie and the rookie Vincent Bonds. Player of the game, of course, should be Stephen Goldie. I'd definitely give that to him. 7 strikeouts in 6 innings with 1 walk and none earned. So a quality start there for Goldie. 2 hits for Novoa, 2 hits for Bonds with the lone RBI. And they didn't strike out a whole lot either, by the way. So Joey Warren just didn't really get the strikeout pitches working for him. But, you know, that's baseball. You got a pitcher that's cruising. Looks like he's going to actually do it. He's going to throw the no-no. And then he has 1 bad inning, and then it all blows up, right? So, guys, Michigan heading out to Capitol Field to take on the GGBL champions, the Washington Swamp Monsters. 22 win. Chris Peterson taking the mound. 200 and 41 strikeouts. The guy was just amazing last season. He won the AL MVP and the AL Cy Young. Meanwhile, great play by Ken Medrano. Coming back in tender contracts, he could have left the team, but decided to come back. We got to come up with a different award for Cy Young. Like, you know, that's MLB stuff. We're GGBL. Got to come up with a different name. You guys can come up with something, I'm sure, in the comments section. Looking forward to that. But Patrick Hawkins on the other side does get through the first inning pretty clean against Washington. He's tasked to go up against this guy, Chris Peterson. That's going to be a tough draw, but he's got to try to match him inning for inning, out for out. Let's go bottom 2. Base hit here for Ezra Cavado, one of the toughest hitters in the league. Very clutch hitter. Could be a base knock here for J.J. Cabrera. Great play by Russell Yan, the shortstop. But J.J. Cabrera will beat this thing out. Will be registered as a base hit. Here's Ken Medrano. Base knock with the bases loaded. 2-2 pitch here in the second inning with nobody out. That's going to score 2. Seems like 2s are wild in this inning. Ken Medrano plays second base. Like, numerology in the GGBL. Like, just weird. Play the lotto or something. 2s, 22s. Meanwhile, Chris Peterson getting strikeouts in bunches. 3-2 pitch here. Swung on a miss. Spasato got a K. Now, man on second in the 5th. Brian Puckett comes through. RBI double. So despite all the Ks that Peterson's got, we missed a big storyline here. Patrick Hawkins is through 5, only giving up 2 runs to this Washington offense. Very tough thing to do. Meanwhile, top 6, Dalton Jett goes down swinging. 9th strikeout for Chris Peterson. 119 pitches, and he strikes out Mira looking. You got to take the bat off your shoulder, dude. You got a runner in scoring position. You got a chance to tie this thing up. Peterson with 10 strikeouts on opening day. Seems like he did this last season, almost threw a no-no against Jared Cherry. Wow. I mean, he just got a flair for the dramatic. Meanwhile, Baker T. Brooks, he has a base hit. He was running out of time to get his first knock in gameplay, but he gets it. And I don't know what happened at shortstop. Like, when we take a replay, look at this. They had the steal on, and it pulled Russell Yan, the shortstop, over to the bag. And he just lost track of the baseball, I guess. But 3-2 pitch here. Hawkins is still out there. He's going to walk Jake Taylor. And that's going to lead the bases loaded with nobody out. So Hawkins' day is done, and he pitched pretty admirably, if you want my opinion. Want my analysis on it? That's a tough-hitting team. They're the champs for a reason. And he held them down as much as he could. So it's up to the youngster here, Sean Hudson. Base hit, DJ Taylor. That's going to score a bunch of runs here now. Should be at least 2. It's now 4-1. And Hudson did not pitch at the GGBL level last year, and it kind of shows. Look at that, right down the middle. JJ Cabrera, though, we do get a double play opportunity. They'll turn it, so it remains a 4-1 game. They're still within some striking distance here. Alex Humberto, he comes through with a knock. Should be an easy double. Stand-up double. Home run now makes it 4-3. You still got 6 outs to play with. No, 9 outs, actually. 7, 8, 9. 9 outs to play with. Peterson's day is done. You can get to that Washington bullpen now. You've cleared the way. So you got to go get him. You got to go get Stuart Grant. I think he can do it. Michigan's got Spasato coming up here after Glass. Orlando Glass going to fly out. Baker T. Brooks makes a nice play. Let's see what Spasato can do. It's 0-for-2. Full count here. Base hit down the line. Goes all the way to the wall, scoring another run here for Michigan. It's now 4-2. That's going to be a double there for Spasato. All right. So still 1 out. And with Puckett coming up, the number 9 hitter. Already has a double here today, an RBI double. It's going to pop up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Man, if you're rooting for Michigan, that's unfortunate right there. But if you're rooting for Washington, you love it. Here's a walk. Russell Yan on a 3-1 pitch. Draws the walk. They're still in business here. Tavares with a fly ball to right. Ugh. Camps underneath it, makes the catch. Let's go top 8. Let's see if Michigan can continue a rally. Parveen Mira rips this thing down the line. That was a fair ball. Umpire said it was fair. Very late call, by the way. Very late call. I'm going to show you the replay here real quick. Watch this umpire, right? That's fair already, and then the late call. Like, you got to warn people a little bit faster than that. Chris Nunez is going to come on trying to shut this little comeback down. 3-1 pitch to Humberto, and he's going to line out right there. Ground ball to J.J. Cabrera. Had him played perfectly, by the way. I mean, he knew that it was going to come right down the line. Jake Taylor here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Washington now looking for some insurance. They can feel it, right? Michigan's trying to come back. They've gotten some runners on base. They've been in business here on the base paths. DJ Taylor comes up big with a base hit. It should score another run. It will. It's an RBI double for DJ. It's now 5-2. Ezra Cavedo, base hit into the gap. Definitely going to score the run. It's now 6-2. Washington. And with Michigan only having 3 more outs to play with, down by 4, I think this one looks to be over. We'll see what Anthony Halbrick's going to be able to do here. JJ, base hit. Wow, little flare out to shortstop. Russell Yan has no play. And it's still 1 down. Ken Medrano coming up. That should be a base hit. Oh, Dom Taylor, the second baseman, tried everything to knock that baseball down, but it's going to get through, leading to another Washington run. It's now 7-2. The champs just don't let up. Here's Caden McIntosh. Deep drive to left field. That's going to get caught, but it's going to be a sac fly. It's now 8-2. And we're going to jump here to the top of the 9th. Victor Cortez going to try to come on and shut it down. Michigan does have a little bit of traffic on the base pass, but with 2 down, Medrano makes another incredible play at second base. And the SWAT Monsters will defend their home turf and get a win on a championship banner reveal opening day in front of the fans. Getting a win like this, gotta feel good if you're Washington. It lets you know that they're still here. You know, that it wasn't a fluke. They're still good. They're still going to be a tough team to beat. But, you know, hats off to Michigan for just hanging in there as long as they could. But they didn't deliver the kill shot. Had a couple opportunities to do so, but just couldn't quite keep it in their grasp, right? So, guys, that's it for the video. I will see you guys later on tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the live stream. We got Richmond heading on out to Colorado to take on those hard-hitting Coyotes. Got a couple players to watch out for here tonight. Of course, Ricky Hoberman for Richmond signing the big max contract deal. Not a lot of years on that contract because he is an old guy. He's probably going to retire in the next couple seasons. But he is from Virginia. He wants to win a championship for the Good Boys. So he's coming home. You got Neptune St. Clair, a big-time rookie for the Coyotes. Third baseman. A couple other names like Satchel Michaels, a two-way player. He's going to pitch. He's going to hit tonight. Then you got, of course, James Monroe taking the mound for the Good Boys. Kingston Mondesir, a guy that was drafted by the Good Boys, now playing center field, taking over the job there. Speedy contact guy. A lot of stuff to talk about here in that game. I'll preview it with you before we can go live, and it'll be a fun stream, I'm sure. So, guys, that's it for the vid. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.